All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back updates and information as it is hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first to record them. Let's go down to the news proper. As Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, appears in court again over terrorism trial. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Kanu, on Tuesday arrived at the federal court in Abuja in continuation of his fresh terrorism trial. Kanu is standing trial before Justice James Omotosho, decked in his usual white tracksuit. Kanu briefly exchanged pleasantries with family members and his team of lawyers before entering back into the court. All right, as the matter they be, this one the one we happened yesterday as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appeared in court again. Of course, you know that within the space of 1 to 2 months, I think Kanu has appeared in court not less than 3 to 4 times. Unlike other times, the case will be adjourned for the next month, next 2 months, and the rest of them. And this time, I'm still trying to understand what the federal government intends to achieve as the trial has been reopened. And I wonder about other trials that he had passed through. What was actually, the bargain or the result of that as his trial has been reopened. I think the federal government should do fast and release that man from detention so that he can go and rest with his family. On that yesterday case, the High Court judge barred Nnamdi Kanu's relative from court for live streaming proceedings. Another thing I want to ask is a question: is it a crime to live stream court proceeding? Is that a crime? Because I believe that it's an open case, and people are free. If other networks like NTA and the rest of them are given the permission to cover the event, why not his family members? Justice Omotosho ordered Ms. Kanu to vacate the courtroom and barred her from attending the next 3 sittings. Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja has barred Mrs. Velva Kanu's sister-in-law to the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, from attending court proceedings after stating that she live streamed the section on social media. Justice Omotoso ordered Ms. Kanu to vacate the courtroom and barred her from attending the next 3 sittings. The judge said he would have cited her for contempt of court if not for pleas from Kanu's defense lawyer, Kanu Agabi San. Before delivering the order, the judge summoned Ms. Kanu, who is reportedly married to Nnamdi Kanu's brother, to the front of the court and questioned her about her actions. In response, Ms. Kanu admitted to streaming the court proceeding live, but claimed she was unaware that the judge was still sitting. She offered an apology and pledged not to repeat the act. Justice Omotosho noted that her actions violated court rules and warned against similar conduct in the future. Nnamdi Kanu, currently facing trial on charges of terrorism and treasonable felony, has been in custody since his extradition from Kenya in June 2021. His arrest ignited tension across Nigeria's southeast, where IPOB has been campaigning for the secession of Biafra from Nigeria. He appeared in court on Tuesday for continuation of his trial. All right. The federal government have refused to do the needful. Of course, you know that if the needful is being done, what should have been the best is that Kanu should be released. Another information I'm seeing here on my table is that Kanu admits inciting attack on police. All right, let's go down to that information and see the full detail. Kano admits to inciting attack on police officers. Witness. Let's look at that information. A witness has told a federal high court in Abuja that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kano, admitted operating an illegal radio station and inciting members of the public to attack police officers. The second witness is an official of the Department of State Service identified with the acronym BBB in line with the court's shielding of witness identities, said Kano also founded the Eastern Security Network (ESN), an armed wing of the IPOB, led in evidence by the prosecuting lawyer Adegboyega Awomolo San. BBB testified that Kano also operated an illegal radio station which broadcasted on frequencies 102.1 FM and 88.0 FM, which was not licensed by the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC). BBB said he was on July 2021 assigned the duty of taking Kano's statement following a letter from the Attorney General of the Federation requesting that IPOB leader be investigated for his alleged terrorism activities. The witnesses said he carried out the assignment in the company of 4 other colleagues. He said he handed Kano the letter from the AGF, which the defendant read and also gave his lawyers to read, following which he requested that Kano respond to the issue raised in the letter, after which he volunteered to make a statement and it was recorded on video. Asked about what Kano was agitating for, the witness said Kano wanted the secession of the 5 southeast states, part of Kogi and Benue State, from the rest of Nigeria. Awomolo sought to tender a copy of the compact disc, which BBB identified as containing the recording of his interaction with Kano, the letter from the AGF, and a certificate of compliance. However, Defense Counsel Kano Agabi-san objected to the tendering of the items, argued that the defense was not served with the AGF letter and the video recording. In his ruling, Justice James Omotosho agreed with Agabi that the defense has the right to be served with all the documents and materials the prosecution planned to rely on in prosecuting the case. Testifying earlier, the first witness admitted that he was unaware that 8 of the 15 terrorism charges against Kano had been struck out. Earlier, a mild drama ensued when a lawyer named Charles Ude presented a letter before the court claiming to be Kano's lawyer. The claim was rejected by Agabi and Aloy Ejimako, which was affirmed by Kano himself. The judge directed that he could only recognize only 16 of the 29 lawyers who are participating in the matter. The judge also barred from 3 sittings a relative of Kano, Favor Kano, for streaming the case on FB Live. All right, this is what is currently going on as regards with Mazi Nnamdi Kano's case, and the federal government has remained adamant, even the court, on making release the man. But we are looking for the better future and what is supposed to happen in the future. If justice should take its position, if the woman of justice who her eyes is covered with ribbon and by the other side she's carrying a sword and by the other side a scale, but as it is in the nation called Nigeria, that woman now can see, because some people gave the woman bribe and the woman removed the ribbon in her eye, and the scale is now weighing money and pounds, dollars, and the sword can only kill the poor. So that is the case of Nigeria as it is with justice now, because the woman of justice has been bribed and the woman of justice can actually see. The woman of justice is not ribbon tied and blind. She can now see and knows who is the bourgeois and who is not the bourgeois, and she responds according to what the bourgeois brought. All right, information. Some gist don't they come up about the birth of GSM in Nigeria and who is the first person to make the call with a GSM phone. If I should guess, I would say it could be Olusegun Obasanjo, because the GSM introduction was during his time, and that was when MTN was also introduced as the network. And that time, I think when you it was an era when you have a mobile phone, people will be asking you if you have a SIM card, because I think as at that time, SIM card was costlier than phone, and that was the era of 1,500 naira scratch card, 750 scratch card, and the rest of them. All right, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain. Thank you for listening. God bless you.